on Nightmare is
4-0-0-0. It's terrifying.
It's been business as usual for the last couple cash outs, and everything is about to come loose right now.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the craziest games of cash out in the finals history. Do you think any team will let Nightmare do anything? Because it looks like FNATIC already is telling them to just sit this one out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The AK! And the AK coming out from Narcos. Interesting little side switch there, as he's very much a... usually an FCAR gamer, but wow, we've just seen it. Well, not twice in the kill feed, because one was credited by Gas, but that is an insane opener for FNATIC against Nightmare.
What did FNATIC eat between those last rounds? I didn't see them do that once.
They must have had drank a couple Ospoos.
Oh my God, Team Secret as well. They've just cleared out 2/3 of SSG. There's only a grad left. Let's go EU! Oh, wait, that was grad.
Oh, never. Okay.
Shout out Grad's mom.
Sorry, EU. We cheered 19.
Well, importantly, EU is still ahead in these fights. That is a 3 versus 1 now for Team Secret. They should be able to get control of the box. And there's the kill.
Wait, KS23? Chaos Rachel mentioned?
Yes, FNATIC, this is what we want!
This is what we want. Also, check this out. Nightmare on their way up. That KS23, though, from the very top. Looks like Rainkey's going to be able to open up a hole in the top and pull it through the winch. Not if Nightmare can drop it out to the bottom floors first.
Looking to find a way into this point. FNATIC changing everything up. The entire play is gone. Gremlin missing the winch. Is he going to push anyways? He's getting pushed on himself. Dropping down. FNATIC on the chase. But Nagos, he's paying for the aggression. He's going to get taken out. They turns around looking for Nagiri. Uni looking for this 1v1 battle. Can he win it? He loses it. Nagiri with 2. Taking it out. But they failed the last hurdle. Gremlin with the clutch.
What? Gremlin. That's crazy. That means Nightmare, they are going to be coming in control of a cash out. That's danger for everybody in the arena. Possibly good news for Secret.
And importantly, that is the cash out over on flat top. As Sansoyo was mentioning, a very easy place to defend. However, this is the high-rise variant where it's somewhat easier to cross and attack. But for now, we're looking at cash out A. On the defense, our Team Secret holding the high ground right now under pressure from Space Station Gaming.
Does it look like SSG is about to leave? I can't tell. I do think SSG is committing to this Team Secret fight. There's not enough time anymore to go to Nightmare, so this is theirs. They are going to take the jump pad. They are going to be invis dashing on top of Team Secret for this fight. They're on the other side of the map. FNATIC,
oh my God.
They're trying to figure out if it's even possible to push up back to that position.
Someone needs to take the fight on Sniper, but no one is. Everyone's fighting over cash out A instead, which is bizarre given the set of circumstances that they know they're in. Either way, Secret taking a lot of heat right now. Already Alex down, no defib, OG down, no winch, only Roman left, facing off against 6 other players. First attempt is from Space Station Gaming.
Here's FNATIC, but they're going to lose 1 player immediately. Roma does what he can to stop it. He did prevent the steal. Normalize, he's going to go down a hail of gunfire, but Grad and Lamp, they're still up and available. FNATIC, they lose Nagiri. This is still in Secret's box, but Nightmare, they've collected some cash on the other side of the map. I don't know which way this is going to go.
Grad taking a couple shots as he goes in. There's precious seconds left to get the steal as all teams begin to converge. Even Nightmare showing up for a moment. The steal about to be held by Normalize, but he's dropping. Eaten up by an RPG. The cash out drops to the floor in Secret. They get this cash out. That's going to be putting them in a grand position.
Fantastic position for Secret, benefiting in effect from that third party. It looked like Space Station Gaming were in a really great spot to assault that box solo, but then FNATIC coming in, deciding not to fight against Nightmare on the other side of the box. Other side of the map meant that only Secret benefited there. They were down 1 versus 6, but neither FNATIC nor Space Station could close that net.
I wonder if we're going to see a double on this second box, knowing how strong Nightmare is. Wonder if somebody is going to want to try and make sure they're not in first place. That is all that matters. FNATIC dropping to Secret. The EU teams going at each other in the middle of the map.
At each other's throats, but this is important. Team Secret, they wiped early last time, and it took their cash down into a position where they weren't able to hold on. Team Secret also the only team right now running invis on their light.
What a Nightmare up to as well. Of course, already with some cash in pocket, and looks like they're targeting Vault 4, but we can see in the distance that Space Station Gaming have beaten them to the punch. Will that affect Nightmare's decision-making? Looks like they're in fact trying to target the middle of the map now, just try and catch any team off guard.
It is actually easier for Nightmare if they have a target on their back to be the ones to go and attack the cash out. Grad gets pulled through the window. Oh, but he has a gateway ready. He escapes. How do you escape that? Normalize tries to get out as well. He's going to be able to, but Nightmare, they're chasing. They're chasing all the way through. Grad and Gremlin going to be trading out. Normalize, he gets the refrag. Grad gets a double. He's going to be able to find 30. Does!
Oh! And the wipe onto Nightmare, crucial for the survival hopes of everyone else in the lobby. Fantastic. Space Station Gaming stepping up there, and now they can continue their quest towards the double. They were hoping to move that vault into the existing objective. Is that still the plan?
That would be good if they could prevent Nightmare from holding on to it. No matter who gets it, it's better for the entire lobby.
There's the double.
Normalize is going to deposit. He's going to die for it, but that just goes to show the mentality in this lobby.
Nightmare about to have to go 3v9 to get this cash out away with 4 points, the target on their back, the mile wide. But still, 3 members left for them.
Secret on the defense here with that 40 seconds remaining. Roma goes down already. In fact, that's a quick wipe.
All of Secret is down.
Secret just die instantly, and the cash bounce is winched out. They need to hope that everyone else...
Nightmare stealing? No way they let this happen. SSG, they stop at the goo at the right time. FNATIC and Nightmare, they're going at it here. Space Station Gaming shooting anything that moves. Nightmare down the Gremlin. They wipe again, and it's still Team Secret's box. As Space Station Gaming and FNATIC, they are duking it out in the middle of this building. There's no time to steal. Secret might still get this.
It's entirely possible. Secret is squall back in, but in the wrong side of the map. And this should be a clutch.
There's time.
There we go. Normalize could steal it, but they do. Team Secret spawn back in at just the right moment and close the distance to protect their 24K way out in front. They are guaranteed a spot in the best of 2.
Oh, now we get into a very, very strange situation here with how close 2 through 4 are. If there's only one vault happening and Secret takes it, there's a kill race between the others.
There is a slim mathematical possibility that Team Secret lose here. The only way it could happen is 2 split objectives right now, and then they wipe, maybe even a couple of times.
They would have to wipe twice.
So the aim of the game for Team Secret right now is keep Nightmare out. Usually, they would simply sit in a corner and allow anyone else to come through with them. But they need to make sure Nightmare do not get through.
But this is just as promised. Every single team is making sure that Nightmare cannot go through.
It's a horrific situation if you are a Nightmare. This is the nightmare that they are reliving from PHL Finals.
Oh, and yet they find themselves in second place. There's still a path forward for them. Lasagna holding onto that box. They have a gateway down, trying to get to the point. They might actually be able to get this plug. Running across the map, Lasagna, they successfully pull a vault out. In the midst of 4 teams, they somehow escape.
Oh, but they have to transit all the way across to the map. This is not going to be easy.
At the moment, they are in the lead in terms of cash. There does need to be some objective play from FNATIC or Space Station Gaming here.
2 kills from FNATIC, or even just the amount of cash from a steal. But if Nightmare plugs this, that would be a significant lead. Grad takes out 1 player on FNATIC.
They're going to sit on this. They're going to just sit in the corner.
Wait, they know it's a kill race.
They know it's a kill race. Secret on the other side of the map aren't tapping the vault. Secret
are guardians of Vault 5. Everybody knows it's just a kill race.
But they should open this. They should open this because if it's not plugged.
Nightmare's playing off the fact that they know that Secret's holding the other vault and that every other team would have to come their way. And they know that given the cash advantage that they have now, it's better if they take the fight to them in a defensive position. 5D chest.
How is everyone doing maths this fast? I cannot believe it. These players are on another level. Team
Secret needs to let somebody else tap the vault just for the 1K you get for opening.
But even just a couple kills would still put them in the way. FNATIC, they're actually in second by kills. The points that they're getting, they're ahead of Nightmare. Nightmare might need to deposit here.
Wait, SSG, they're catching up. Only 1 kill would put SSG ahead of Nightmare. Can they do it, though?
At this point, there's an option for any one of these teams to feed each other kills.
They do.
Grad gets a pick on Gremlin, and that's going to extend that gap that SSG have over FNATIC right now with only 10 seconds left. We see Nightmare. They've won! Win Nightmare!
It's safe! It is safe! The jury is still out, though, on whether or not FNATIC or SSG will pass through. Only 1 kill separates them. It's FNATIC! We get an EU set!
Where did the wipe come from? Nightmare! I know they came close to make sure they didn't lose the kill race, but why all 3?
They had to try and take fights, a number of fights, to make sure that happened. What a bizarre game of cash out.
The 5D chess. I have no idea.
That was an insane ending to a game.
Almost never will you see a cash out match quite like this again.
When Nightmare knew Team Secret was guarding the other vault.
And loading in with the double deagles.
That is very common on Skyway Stadium, especially in the final round.
3 versus 3 on Skyway, you want to have that long-range option, and at the moment, for the Deagles being the best option available to heavies at this tournament, we're going to see it coming out from Reimke. Let's see what OG's on. Eventually, we'll find out, but it seems like FNATIC taking position on the suspended structure.
Not only the double Deagles, but Roma is still staying on that Invis. Again, we're seeing a lot of off-meta picks coming through here, even on day 2 of the Grand Major.
Taking a lot of damage from range as well. Secret did not go for the high ground. FNATIC taking that instead, and we do have the up-down, left-right variation. We're going to be moving through all 3 this match, and that's going to be what we're looking at. We're going to be seeing high rise next. This changes things completely.
Absolutely. Here we go, closing the distance right now. Team Secret throwing out that red barrel. Good catch. Yeah, fantastic catch. Just avoiding a brilliant way of denying that damage coming in. Some good shots landed onto OG, and now they're going to dive off the back of that. The dome has to be aggressive. The RPG almost taking out the heavy, and he doesn't land the winch. They have to melt through the dome. The shots in midair not working out. Elix bailing his heavy out, but Nigiri winning the light fight in the middle of the air, and OG getting his kills. Reimke with 2 Deagle kills. Twin pistols for the twin kills.
Now we see why he picked up those Deagles. The headshots, immediately melting about half the HP of OG there.
Oh yeah, and for this map as well, the range, it just makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, they're 3 bodies deep, and they still haven't made a move. They got to figure out where they're going over to cash out B. And with that suspended structures, well, they need to do a lot of setup, whether or not they winch it off the platform. But look at these fights.
Oh. Nice play from FNATIC there, and we see the power of these elevated structures, being able to take not just height, but the ultimate height. And this is something that people who have been watching competitive for a while, you will probably have never seen a moving platform, cash
Yes.
out. This is a very, very new thing.
This is the only variant across our entire map pool where moving platforms can emerge, and they have done. So yeah, this is something that teams are obviously prepared for, and will have to deal with a great winch, and that tree actually saving Reimke from certain death. The return winch, and he actually puts out a ton of damage. How did he get the kill before dying? Insane! But Roma and OG pick up the scraps. Nigiri left on the 1 HP, and Roma will close it. Incredible work by Reimke. The rest of his team just couldn't save him. He was the only one to get a kill in that? That's insane.
Wild to say the least. But for now, on this moving platform, question is, does Team Secret choose to pull it away or keep it on board? There's a lot of different strategies available here, and especially given the fact that Elix is running the glitch trap, it does make sense they decide to pull it off.
Does make defense of it a lot easier. The cash out is not going to go far away from you.
They haven't positioned themselves for any sort of spawn manipulation, though. Just riding their luck, and thankfully for them, it is a large open forest that FNATIC will have to cross to get anywhere near. They hit the mega pad. Reimke in midair. He's getting beamed by Elix down to the very low HP. No picks just yet, but they're about to come thick and fast. OG finds one. Elix finds another. It's Secret's fight right here. Nigiri dashing away. I don't think he has a totem in hand. He just needs to try and survive for as long as possible. Wins the light fight against Roma. And now can grab this and get out of there, but Elix brings Roma right back up. Nigiri sticking the hand res, but surely Secret around the corner and see him. He fights Elix, but Elix had the whole of that fight in the palm of his hand, and he takes the cash out for good measure.
1 cash out for Team Secret. 1 cash out closer. That almost was a return. They almost tried to return that cash where they found it.
You get extra points for that.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Don't fact check that.
It's like that clip. I saw there was a clip where somebody winched the cash out, ended up on top of one of the UFOs.
That was either Sam or Cody.
Yeah, I've seen that
One of the
before
final
as well.
Centrals boys.
I want to say, I saw a chat. Somebody said that this does look like normal everyday finals gameplay, and that's what we love about the finals, that this level of play is achievable to the everyman.
Now, teams repositioning, finding their way towards this next vault. We could end up in for yet another moving platform eventually.
It's entirely possible. That vault fight is going to be determinative. Nako's on the 8am, once again, just sticking with it after that successful first round on Skyway, the first cash out game. And Team Secret have the box in hand. They have the gateway available to them. Once it comes off cooldown, it's going to be quite a time, in fact, before that does happen. So they have to hold tight for the moment. FNATIC controlling the center of the map. We'll see whether OG, whether any of these mediums in particular can get a long-range pick early on. In fact, it's virtually a full auto lobby besides Reimke on the Deagle, so maybe he's the most deadly range threat.
He definitely was proving that earlier. When he's hitting with those Deagles, it is going to put FNATIC in a much, much better position. But you were talking about this earlier, when you have these weapons that are not automatic, it puts you in a, the execution required is a lot higher. You start missing a few shots and all of your effectiveness goes out the window.
Of course, more reliable at the close range where you can just spray and pray instead of having to hit these skill shots on very rapid moving targets up in your face. That's the trade-off that they've opted for here, Team Secret. None of that. They want all of the full auto they can manage. Reimke and the rest of FNATIC have boxed themselves up in the smallest suspended structure on the map, right in the middle here. They decide to abandon it.
This feels like,
Okay.
Planning something that was about to go very wrong.
That fight could have been an email. Why did we have a...
And thanks to Volpe's reality shield, Gimo's reality shield, you can prevent that from coming into your Volpe CR headset.
Dear FNATIC, you have to respawn.
Yeah, exactly.
It is.
Regards, Team Secret. Not even warm regards. Just
No,
like
there was no warmness in that fight.
That felt like penitence for what FNATIC did earlier in the day.
Exactly. Yeah, FNATIC have been not averse to getting in their opponent's heads, to put it gently.
Yes.
FNATIC do have to find a way to push to this point, though. They don't want to go down in 2 cash outs to Team Secret. Already, one getting solo. FNATIC, Nagiri and Nagos both melting. Reimke picks off 1 in return,
Roma.
2 in return. Roma is left. Just Roma and Reimke facing off against each other.
No defibs.
Oh, they're both going to be going for the slow res here. The question is, do they get the mediums? That's the most important. Nagiri gets rezzed up on the light on the side of FNATIC, but...
Elix is up, and he has the defib, so now it's a 3 versus 2. FNATIC waiting for that coin, so they won't want to engage just yet. And that's important. They will hide for the time being. Gaining height, though, importantly. Oh, no. Nagiri caught out. It's taken out by OG. And the Deagles do not land for Reimke. FNATIC staggering, possibly fatally here.
Oh, they are just crumbling right now. The coin comes in, almost falling off the map. He's trying to mantle up. Can't quite get there. He needs to get it. Nice mantle from him, getting onto this height. What a route from Reimke right now. Getting up onto that high ground. Nobody has even gotten onto the platforms. If he goes for this right now, Secret might not actually have time.
The building
he may
like
be able to go for it.
Secret has no idea.
Max mobility heavy right here. That's impressive. And he goes sit on top of the catwalk,
they're right on his tail.
Oh, no. He's got the RPG out. He's going to bring everyone up, hoping that Nakos and Nagiri can bail him out of a tricky situation. He's going to land as much damage as he can. Nakos comes in with 1. Elix trades out. The defense is going to come out for both teams. No. In fact, FNATIC don't manage it. They do. It's a trade. 2 versus 3 here, as now the shots come out from Roma.
It's all Roma. He needs to hold this for Secret. Precious seconds left. It's dwindling away from them.
FNATIC isn't making any progress towards it. Team Secret, they're holding on, but OG, is he going to be in a spot to stall? He has the witch available, but that steal still isn't happening. Nagiri and Reimke, they're just slowly falling away. The stall has happened. That's Secret's point here. Even though Nagiri got that kill, I don't know if there's enough time on that. There isn't. Team Secret gets a point. That's 1 point for EU.
What a round from Team Secret. Close at the end, but winning all the important fights